Jeremiah 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
That's right. Right? So when you're out here trying to be like the other nations, following the other nations, looking up to the other nations, worshipping people, man, just like I said, from the other nations, right? Only I'm going to make the Lord upset you. Right? And then again, it's kind of ironic to have people of our stature, being the son of the Most High, out here trying to be like the heathens, following the heathenistic ways. Right? But as we said, the Lord gave these laws to our people only. It wasn't given unto the entire world. Right? Therefore, salvation is not for the entire world. A lot of people like to come up and say, so Israel only thing. Yeah, Israel only. Right? But Israel is according to the scripture, Israel was scattered throughout the four corners and the four quarters of the earth. North, east, south, and west. Right? So we're in different nations. Right? And one of the precepts they like to jump to try and support their point is that the word must be preached into all nations. Of course, because we are scattered into all nations.
One of the core things about the scripture saying is the promise, yo. Saying the whole entire body of scripture is built upon a promise. Right? If as I said, people, not regular people have comprehension skills. Right? And it just goes to show that the most are black, because if you read the Bible if you even read it as a novel, to try to understand and comprehend what it's actually saying, right? You don't understand that the whole story is based upon one people, right? Which are the Israelites, right? And it tell you exactly what we follow you, right? It give us the laws to follow as a covenant, right? And it tell you what will happen when they don't keep the laws, and what will happen when they come back and keep the laws, yo. See, because the law was made for covenant and Israel. See, not with any other nation. Right, so no other nation, the whole concept of salvation, right, it cannot be inherited by another nation. Right, salvation is for Israel. Right, because when they ask regular Christian, where I get salvation from? Right, the first thing jump and say, I sin you. You see, the scripture says that we shall be saved from our enemies. That's what the scripture says. See, so if you read it like a novel, right, you don't understand say it based around the salvation of Israel. But what befall them, when they will go off, right, and so they will come back. Right, we think the parable of the prodigal son I talk about.
Give me 400 years in Egypt, a precept there. See? Yeah, and as just to add to the point that the brother bring out, it was always about saving Israel, man, from their enemies, man. See? It's nothing new the Lord is doing, man. And give me the one to say, Jesus coming. Don't know what to say. Right. Oh. See? Bring out the one then.
Genesis chapter 15, verse 13.
Right.
And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs,
Right.
and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
Right.
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
Right, so when Israel was in Egypt, you know what I mean? That's what happened, man. And the Lord saved them. You know what I mean? See, and it's nothing different gonna happen. So it wasn't from some spiritual entity or sin or whatsoever. The Lord was saving Israel from here. He was saving Israel from out of the hands of the Egyptians, man.
Right, that's right.
You know what I mean? And the same procedure again. Nothing different. You know what, brother? And it's Jeremiah 23 and verse 7.
Right.
Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that they shall no more say the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, so that was the first salvation there, man. Now, we have another salvation again. And basically, it's of the same tenants, man. You know? Because Israel is brought into bondage again. You know? Because, hey, the Lord was going to Egypt to save the Egyptians. What do we have to save them from? The Egyptians? The Egyptian wasn't in bondage. Israel was in bondage, man.
Now Jeremiah said the same thing. He said, "I'll let them serve them enemies."
Yeah.
Right. Because him say, "Oh, because they have kindled a fire in my heart, thou shalt serve thine enemies."
It's a Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way.
So the Lord was about to bring back what? Israel back into bondage again by ships, cargo slave ships. We all know that history. You know what I mean? We all know that history. So Israel, they are going to bondage a second time. That them need to be saved again. You know what I mean? So this universal salvation, it is not scriptural, man. It's not scriptural. It makes no sense, man. Finish the precept and a half before, brother.
Back in Jeremiah 23 verse 8 now. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north.
Led the seed of the house of Israel. And the mean north we're talking about is North America. Certain places in Europe also, but in America here, go on.
Country, and from all countries, whether I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
Right, so that is the conclusion of the matter, man. See, that's how we continue to stress. What about the prophecies then? But hey, when Christians can't talk anything they want to talk, say, you know, at the end of the day, you cannot chunk the prophecies, man. You cannot chunk the prophecies. Hey, in between now and practice and religion, at the end, the scripture have a specific end where that end are going to come to fruition, man. And there's no scripture where giving the prophecy to that Christians is going to be delivered, man. Right, there's no prophecy saying that.
And you know what they must say? They must have to say, when the Lord come in the New Testament, you know, it changes. Right? But this is from the New Testament. This is Luke 1, verse 68. He said, "Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he had visited and redeemed his people, and had raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David." Right, he said, no, he said, "From the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets." Right, for sure, say, even if the prophets are 4 times, right, and the same message come on to this time, yo.
Right.
I think Paul say, we speak nothing else than just paraphrasing. Now the prophets, most of the prophets said, right? Go on, book on verse 17, he says, "He spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies, and from the hand of all them that hate us." Right? I want to see if our enemies in not talk about you Christians that say, oh, you know, who are bad man and you know whatever, no diligent and do this, yo. It talk about the enemies of Israel, yo. See, that about the enemies of Israel, that we should be saved from our enemies and them are all captive, yo. See, mainly the so-called Esau, which is the so-called white man, Caucasian, I don't know YouTube, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Algorithm, you know?
Yeah, you know?
It's like it strike like, what?
Right? So, you know,
so basically proving that the so-called white man is the devil, man.
Can't.
No, it's the devil that the scripture speak of. So all the actions are going to prove what it was from day one. Yeah, the devil.
Right, continuing, he said, "To perform the mercies promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant." See, as I said before, the whole body of the scripture centered around covenant, yo.
Right.
He make a promise to Abraham that he might raise up a seed all time and might make them nations, make a nation out of them and make them kings and priests.
And his brother read, he said a nation that afflict that same nation 400 years, man. And then the Lord deliver them. And then the same thing happen again. And the Lord said, "I'll put you know what? Bondage again with ships, man." Yeah, you see the level of consistency, man. Now a man will come in religion now to try break up the consistency of scripture, contradicting and blaspheming, man. And that's what you are doing, man. You're contradicting and blaspheming the scriptures, man.
And you know, the funny thing about it as well, Christians, anytime you ask them, once they baptize, anytime you ask them, they tell you that they sin. Yeah. Right? So a question will always trouble them is that how is it that you're looking for a second coming of the Lord to give you salvation but you are already saved?
Well, salvation already.
You already saved. Salvation.